Hey everybody, it's Kyle here. Welcome back to another video. I've been having some rough days since losing my job. Not really since the holidays, but like since the beginning of the year of just like, what do I do now? I'm still looking for a job, and I had one that I thought was going to pan out, but didn't. So I'm just waiting for the right time. The right thing will come along. Um, I've got a lot of people in my corner, so I have a lot of people to talk to about it. But it is frustrating when you get used to something and then you're not used to and then something changes. I want to stay in a routine, and I haven't really been good about that. I've been going to bed about 2 in the morning, waking up at 10:30. I was very good about going to bed, because my rule still is I don't talk to anyone after 10. And I used to be real good about falling asleep shortly after. And some days are better than others, but some days it's just really hard to go to sleep and to wake up. So I thought I'd just kind of share what I'm trying to do to fill my days. Um, like today, I did laundry. I need to do the dishes. I thought, because one of my goals in 2020 is to gain further independence and, do my own laundry, um, do the dishes. I'm trying to cook for myself, but that really hasn't happened besides the microwave. And everyone knows I love my microwave. Um, but just doing like household chores, I used to hate chores, let's be honest. But now it's like, what can I do around the house to, feel accomplished? Um, on a bad day, if I need to, I'll listen to music. Well, that's a need every day, whether or not it's a good day or a bad day. And that's because music was my coping mechanism back when I didn't accept me being disabled. Um, so it's to the point now that, like, if I don't listen to some sort of music, I can get very irritable. So music is helpful. I've been trying to read more on my Kindle, especially because I'm paying $10 a month for Kindle Unlimited. Um, so I'm back into that. Um, and I I don't know. I just try to do something to feel accomplished every day. That way I feel like I'm not um, losing progress. I'm thinking about, I am a member of our local Y, but I'm thinking about joining some classes, like the aerobic water class, and just to kind of give me a more steady pattern. Um, I was recently asked to help on a project. Um, and by recently, I mean yesterday. I don't want to talk about that yet. But hopefully, that it's nothing to do with my disabled experience. But I think it could be very rewarding. And I will talk about it when I can. Um, but so that I'm looking forward to that because that gives me something um, to put my mind towards. Um, and that's it. If you're struggling um, with not knowing what to do, um, just because you don't have a whole lot going on, I and I'm doing this, like I said, with myself. Just find little things to do. Um, that way, I feel like I did something. Like I set a mini goal and I accomplished it. Whether that be I read a chapter in my book, or I listened to the new album from whoever, um, or I did my exercises. I did the dishes. I did some laundry. I filmed a video, so this is helping me right now. Um, I filmed a podcast. Um, I'm just trying to set myself up some mini goals to still feel like progress is being made, because that's one thing with being disabled that I, especially growing up, always felt like my progress is a lot slower, or has been slower, than the typical 25-year-old. So that's what was such a big thing about working. Like, I felt like now we're getting somewhere type of thing. Like, now I feel like more like I'm in the right vein of, like, I'm 25 and I have a job. I'm still looking for a job and the right thing will come along. Uh, but until then, um, I've just been trying to fill my time with many things, um, and just, until the next thing comes along. Um, I do have a little knee update. I was gonna kind of make it in a separate video, but it's not really like a big thing. I have been wearing my leg braces every day, which I haven't before, because my excuse before was, well, I'm not being active, so I don't need to wear them. Like, I always wear them when I'm out doing something, but lately I really haven't been doing a whole lot of physical activity. Um, don't worry, I'm working on that. I'm getting back into my exercise routine, playing, believe it or not, Just Dance. Um, but uh, I have noticed that the knee pain is less, um, with my braces, which, I mean, should be normal. But I really didn't notice that it was that much less, because I wouldn't wear them consistent. I wouldn't wear them every day. But now that I have, I mean, don't get me wrong, it still hurts. So I don't think that my braces completely solve the problem, and I'm still going to get checked out at some point when we get this whole doctor thing figured out. Um, but yeah, so at least it's a positive sign. That's what I'm trying to take this time in between jobs, um, just to, be ready for the next job. And that's why I got really kind of frustrated with myself that I let myself get out of routine, because I used to be so good about even waking up at 9:30 on my days off, even on the weekends. And now I haven't really been doing that well. 10:30. Um, so yeah, it's kind of it's weird being in this in between place, um, with, my knee, and not really knowing what to do. So it's slowly coming together, of making a new routine. Um, it was actually very hard to make this video, not because of this topic, but because not much has been going on other than, like, chores and whatnot. Um, I really didn't know what to talk about. And this wasn't the topic. I was tossing around ideas, and I would start recording and it just didn't feel right. Um, and so I thought, you know, it's not always good. Like, you know, when you don't always have fun and exciting things to do, you have to find, things that still bring you, not that laundry or dishes are exciting, but a sense of, I did something today, even if it's something that's small. At least you can feel like you accomplished something. Um, so if anyone out there is feeling like they don't have a lot going on in their life, even if it's just, writing in a journal every day, or reading a chapter of your book, or listening to an album that you haven't listened to in a while, or a new album that just came out, or playing a new video game for a certain, reaching a certain level, or just finding those little things, they really do matter. The little things really do matter, and that's something that I've been learning since, having so much extra time on my hands. I'm sorry if this video seems all over the place, and that's because it is, and that's because kind of I am. So I wanted to be as honest as I could. I could make you this very polished video. Um, but that's not where I'm at right now. I'm kind of struggling with feeling like accomplishing myself. So these are the things I'm trying. I need to get back into meditation. Maybe that might help me settle my mind a little bit, because now that I have experienced working, now it's like go, go, go. And now it's like, but I don't have nowhere to go. Um, so yeah, just kind of a little life update. Hopefully, we'll see what, this is all very new. All these things that I'm saying that I'm doing, listening to music, reading my book, exercising, wearing my braces, it's all been within the last week since the last video. So I've noticed some positive aspects, um, but we'll see. I'm better in a routine, so I will get there. But I hope you enjoyed my rambling, and I will see you next time. Bye. Oh, sorry, promo before I go. If you happen to enjoy this video, please subscribe. I post every Tuesday, and the podcast has been going up every Monday on. I use Anchor, so it distributes to Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Stitcher, Pocket Cast. Still working on other places, but if you enjoy podcasts, please check out the My Disabled Experience podcast as well. Hope you'll join the family.